Just getting my hair ready. Hourglass again. I bought in my Sephora haul the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, but it was the volume 2, which is the newest launch of the collection, the lineup of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palettes. The thing is, it was way too dark for me. Even though like I read reviews and it was saying like lighter skin tones, they were using it just didn't fit me at all, just because I feel like my skin is a little bit more too pink, and so I went to exchange it for the volume 1 palette. So we're gonna dive into it. I'm gonna put some footage, of course, of me using the volume 2 because I did record it in different lighting. So anyways, that's what it is. That's what we're gonna do today. I have some thoughts, and of course this bad boy right here is $84 Canadian, which is a lot, crazy amount of money for this right here. And you know, like there is net 3.3 grams, so it is quite expensive for the amount of product that you have in there, but you never know. We'll check out everything that it is saying. I definitely like the volume 1 packaging better than the volume 2. I feel like even though I put my stamps on it, my fingers, you don't see it as much, you know what I mean? And I like the darker packaging. And then you open it up and it's super beautiful. The only difference I feel like with the volume 1 versus the volume 2 is that the middle shade right here is darker for the volume 2 palette. And I like that there's this big mirror and then you have these beautiful shades. So they all have a purpose, these colors. So we're gonna go through them with all the information that we need. So timestamps down below as always. And if you wanna see more reviews like these, make sure to like the video and to consider subscribing for 5 beautiful videos a week, all on beauty related and more things. So let's get into this. What it is a palette featuring 3 shades of ambient lighting, a powder, the high-tech soft focus finishing powder that recreates the most exquisitely flattering types of lights, so basically on your face. And what it does is a groundbreaking collection of finishing powders that capture, diffuse, soften the way light reflects on the skin. Unlike traditional powders which merely cloak imperfections, ambient lighting powder utilizes photoluminescent technology to filter out harsh light and refine the appearance of the complexion. And I'm itchy. To every skin tone, making it appear softer and lit from within. And I can tell you from the shades that are in this, I feel like it cannot be done on every skin tone. This is pretty light. And it's something that comes back with Hourglass is that the shade range is kind of like, they have to work on their shade range because this is crazy. This does not fit on deeper skin tone. Yes. Which when you buy a palette that expensive, $84, you want to be able to use every single shade, because I feel like the deeper shade, like you might be able to use that as a highlight on deeper skin tone, even though that's really like pushing it, like I'm pushing it. Time to apply all of the makeup. So I already did my makeup. I did a very soft makeup, didn't put any highlighter whatsoever on my skin. So there is 3 different powders, which I'm going to explain to you which are doing what. So you have this one, which is a little bit darker. This is the first one. And this one is a blurring powder that will literally blur out the fine lines, imperfections, pores, everything that they're saying. This one is kind of more of a highlighting shade, except for the other, the volume 2, this one is darker. So it's kind of like weird a little bit. And there's a little bit of like shimmers in there compared to the first shade. And then this one is for the bronzer. And I obviously have some acne over here. I have some texture, and I'll show you in different lightings later what it looks like with camera also. So it looks bad, but anyways, we're gonna start with this first one right here, which is supposed to be blurring. And then you can see a little bit of the pigment there. Can you see? I'm gonna apply this guy right here under my eyes. I do this because I have some creases, so I want to remove the creases. And what do I think of this? So far, it blurred out a lot of things. So I don't know if you can see it, but I do have creases. And it kind of like disappeared a little bit. It really finished it off. It did smooth out my under eye, which I have a lot of texture right here. I have like these little bumps there, like, in the inner corner of the eye coming down. And it kind of smoothed out literally everything. It is crazy.
This is crazy.
Let me turn off the light back and forth so you can see what I'm talking about. Just a sec.
The thing is, I obviously want to show you guys what it looks like. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because I'm trying to stand very like close. This one, definitely smoother than the other one. And I don't know if you're able to see it on camera, but in real life, you can definitely see a difference, especially in the blurring powder. This is crazy. It doesn't really create any lines either. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do half of my face with the powder and the other half I'm gonna leave it be. So right now I just smoothed it out. It kind of like mattified a little bit. It removed the dewiness, so I could like bring it here and then bring it a little bit here. Yeah, I can definitely see what's happening over here. It is blurring instantly, and it's not mattifying. Like, it doesn't darkens anything on my skin tone. It just looks really pretty, and it smooths out everything. So if I bring it under here, because this is a finishing powder, you can put it anywhere on your skin. It's gonna help minimize like the bumps that you see. Of course, like, it's not gonna cover my acne that is right there, you know what I mean? But it will help with anything that you see. This is crazy. I really like this powder so far. It smoothed out my under eye, my pores on the side, and my line that is right there. And I dipped it once and I'm slightly patting. So I don't know if you can see it. Switch it back on. I'm gonna be coming back and forth. Okay, so let's continue in our little adventure. We're gonna go into this highlighting powder in the middle. So I'm using the same brush. I'm just dusting off the excess off of here. And this one, I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit paler. Of course, you can see it if I put on my finger. There's those little shimmers and those little pearls also. You can see little pearls in there. So let me try. There's no highlight on my skin, and then I'm gonna be applying this. And this is very soft and natural. So like if you like a natural look, this is gonna be for you. And what I like is that it's diffused. Like they say on the Sephora website, it diffused really beautifully. It's not intense, but you can definitely see that it's there. But there's not like a big strip of highlighter. It's really pretty. It doesn't enhance any texture or nothing. It's really beautiful. Here for natural, and then I put it on top of what I put originally there with the other powder. Sorry about this, it kind of looks really dirty. My right eye now looks so good because I put the blurring powder everywhere. It doesn't look kind of weird. So we're gonna go into this one. So this one, what it does is also you can bronze up the face with it. So we're gonna go here and just bronze the face with it. So that one you put under to add a little bit of warmth and color under where you would put normally your bronzer. So already I can see some dimension appearing from that. And the thing is, with the little shimmers that's in there, so you know there's a little bit of shimmers, it's gonna help like really give that really 3D dimension that you want on your skin. And also a difference with this palette and the volume 2 palette, which I tried, this one is cooler than the volume 2. So if you have a warmer skin tone, I would go with the volume 2. This one is more, I would say, on the neutral, cooler side. It's still neutral. You know, you have some warmth on the bronzer, but it's not as warm as somebody else would want. So some, like these colors might look like ashy on some other skin tones. So you would want to go towards the volume 2 palette. And I'm not using a lot. I'm just using a little bit. I obviously didn't put much on my forehead or anything, but I can correct with this. Like, you know, sometimes you put bronzer and then you forget like super close to the hairline. Well, with this, I could go back and just blend it and it would just looks pretty. And then I could like contour a bit my nose with this in the most softest way possible. And it's just like finishing powders, like I told you guys. This is my cheek on this side. It looks really good. I have more acne on this side than the other side. And it looks like I have more texture on this side than the other side. but I have more acne on this side. So it just did its job. Like, it just, when I used this for the first time, I was like, what is it supposed to do? So I know that my skin looks even better right now on this side than this side in the camera from the past experience. But this is crazy. So I put on this side the Hourglass and on this side nothing at all. So I'm gonna turn off back the light and we'll check both differences. All right, so this is crazy lighting as always. So the light in front of me is off. I want to show you this lighting just because it shows literally everything. So you see there is a lot of dewiness. There's going to be a lot of texture. And then on this side, it is more, I would say, diffuse. It's not like as harsh. Even though it's dewy, it's not as harsh. I know it might not seem like a big difference, especially in the camera. It does make a difference. Like, if you want like to up your game as a finishing powder to blur out some places in your face, especially on the eye, like, I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to show you. It's so weird. Here it's so much blurred out compared to the other one. This one is creasing. And even if like I look right now, it's not really creasing anymore. Like, it's not doing weird things. On top here, my eye, it's like creasing over here, and then here it's not as creasing anymore. It looks really good. I'm surprised. I'm telling you guys, this is the second product that I try from Hourglass right now, and I am kind of shook at how well it worked. I don't like to take pictures of myself, especially not in that angle, but we have to do what we gotta do. So which button is it? The first one. I'm trying to look in the camera. Okay. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad. Okay, so I basically really like this product. It is really expensive. I bought it because it was 20% sale. So for the price, for the amount, for whatever you're using, if you are just a regular person that wear makeup and that don't want to spend too much money, I don't recommend this. But if you want to step up your makeup game a little bit and you want a really natural soft light as a highlighter that looks beautiful, you have a little bronzer, and if like if this fits your skin tone, you can definitely buy it. I feel like if it brings up that beautiful natural light and it's gorgeous on you, then it's worth it. If you think it's worth it, it's worth it, I think it's worth it after buying it. I'm going to be wearing it all the time, and you can use that as a base. You can put other things on top. You can put that as a really finishing powder. So on top of my bronzer, everything, I'm going to be putting this to just soften everything up. I like to have different powders. To me, it's worth it to use it at this purpose. The only thing that I find disappointing with this is the lack of shades, of course. And I was almost able to use the Volume 2 palette. It was just a little bit too warm, like I told you guys, for me. But other than that, at least there's a second color, and let's continue to push them so they can come out with other shades of these, because it's crazy. Like, the blush is amazing, but it's amazing, but it's crazy. Oh my god, I don't want to like it. The thing is, when you buy these products, you're like, okay, I'm gonna review it and I'm gonna try to not like it, and it's hard to. And for the difference that it's made, like, some people might be like, it's not worth it, but for the light that it gives me, the highlight hits different. It is so much softer, and I don't have, like, it's a very beautiful highlight. You could probably put setting spray and enhance it with that, and it doesn't enhance any texture. It's just really pretty. And then if I just leave it dewy, it just doesn't look the same. All right, so what do you guys think of my makeup with this? Okay, so I do this, and then you go on the side, you see the light, it's very pretty and very natural. It stays in place, and it just makes the cheek just looks way better. This is my opinion on this. I really like it. Do you need this? Absolutely not. But does it work? Yes, it does. It does what it's supposed to do. So for me, I would use it to diffuse, make sure my under eyes is set, because even with setting powder, my under eyes keep creasing, and like with this, I tried it, it doesn't do that anymore. And it just looks more blurred out,
and it looks better. So for me, for my under eyes and the little highlight and the bronzer on the side with the shimmer, it just looks good. It's an addition on top of everything else, but you don't need it in your life. You don't, because it's expensive. So anyways, that is my review of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, Volume 1 and Volume 2, since I tried the other one too. So they're both the same formulation, just one is warmer and a little bit darker than the other. So if you liked it, make sure to like the video, comment down below if you think it's worth it, if you tried this product before, if you returned it, if you kept it, did you get into the rave? Oh, hi Khaleesi. I know. Just why are you getting in my video? At least say a proper hi. Okay? You're getting into my video. She's really tired. Oh, don't exhale on me like this. She's so annoying. Oh, I love you too, baby. She has to be in front of me. Anyways. Okay, so that is what it is for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, staying subscribed, watching my content. It really means the world to me. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to do so, to consider subscribing, because I do post 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday, all on beauty related. So thank you so much for watching. Again, I really, really love you, beauties, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye, beauties. Bye, beauties.